So we just went to Pine Grove Furnace. It's still day 9. Beautiful weather. So one thing we've been finding as flip-floppers is a lot of places are closed for the season until the Georgia people start to get here. I guess it just doesn't pay to be doing business at this point. Luckily, we found one guy, a volunteer, who happened to be at this museum here. I guess a popular museum to see when you come through. It's right on the trail. He let us in. We looked around. Very interesting exhibits. I highly recommend it. They actually even drug in a old shelter from, I think it was from like 1978, and reassembled it. And you can tell we really are kind of living large out here compared to the old people who did this trail. You know, they even had the guy's stuff laid out inside the shelter, and it's just, man, he was carrying a lot of weight basically. So pretty cool. The other kind of incredible thing is the volunteers. Everything is done by volunteers, which is, you know, pretty awesome. You know, it affords us the opportunity to experience this thing. In fact, the entire Pine Grove museum, just even they built the thing, you know, they built a deck around it and all this stuff. Everything's 100% volunteer, as is trail maintenance on this trail. So, you know, it speaks volumes to the power of, you know, people just believing in something and want to do it. Finished up day 9 about an hour and a half ago or so. Set up tent, got some water, washed up a bit. There's a river over there, but I guess bad weather finally hit us. So we're in the tent. I'm not sure what time it is, but you know, we're gonna have to cook in here tonight. So we got this guy right here. Light him up. I already filled this with water. Put that on. And then I also have this top to help it boil a little bit quicker. So we're making some potato. So we're on like the last part of our food here. We got to resupply soon. So we have some dehydrated potatoes, jalapenos, and some tomato powder. So once this boils, I'll show you kind of what it looks like when we prepare it. The water has pretty much come to a boil. So I'm gonna add the potatoes in. Getting some of this excess water off before I do. So here goes. Oh, and at this point you can shut off the heat, which is down here. And just stir it in. I have this long-handled spoon.
You want me to hold that down?
No, I'm good. Thanks. So, stir it in. You can leave it on heat to get the consistency you want, but I'm just rolling with it. I'm gonna add some of this tomato powder. I really have no idea how much. I guess make it a little bit tomatoey. Why not? And also some olive oil. Put a good amount in. Get some of those good fats in our diet. And just stir this in. So I added in some black pepper and added in some jalapenos. I just separated out without jalapenos for Tiger. He doesn't like it too spicy. He'll do a little bit of spice, but not too much. Also added salt. So I'm just gonna mix these jalapenos in and we'll be good to go. It is day 10. So last night a bit rainy. We're fine though. Our tent is holding up. Bit of lightning, but it's kind of cloud to cloud, so it was fine. Another beautiful day. Kind of chilly out, but you know, once you're hiking, that doesn't really matter. So the original plan was to go to Boiling Springs. We found out, you know, not so many dog hotels, so then we were going to go to Carlisle. Now it turns out there's a car show, which basically screws everything up, because I guess they're real popular around these parts in Pennsylvania, going to these car shows. So basically the whole town is going to be mobbed. Getting a hotel is, you know, not easy. That was the plan, get a hotel or something. So we're going to see how it goes. We might not get one. You know, there's another town called Duncannon after this. And basically, you know, that's kind of our last option to get something like that. After that, it's just basically nothing. So, I don't know, hopefully we can do that. So I just recorded Tiger going over this bridge. Noticed him doing this yesterday. This thing I could fit my fist through, and his little paw, somehow he times it correctly. I don't know, pretty crazy. Bridges. I was trying to get him full speed. Janine was kind of holding him back before. Look at that. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This is called the Rock Maze. Still in Pennsylvania, of course. We'll be in Pennsylvania for like the next 20 days or so. So none of that's gonna change. Kind of similar to Lemon Squeezer up in New York, I guess. But yeah, we actually just passed like a large rock formation, kind of like these, just about a minute ago. Thought it looked cool. Whoa. Maine and Georgia. We're going to Maine. What?
That's just like zigs and zags. That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm sure it's just more of this. We're going to stop at Boiling Springs to get something to eat. We're pretty damn close right now. We hiked, we got up 7:30 this morning. We hiked, oh, it's gonna be 13 miles or so. So we actually just made it to this flatland. Gonna be easy hiking the last, I think it's like a mile or so. So it's just farms. One thing that's gonna happen too tomorrow is we're basically hiking like a ton of miles on something like this. So we'll see if we can break 15 miles or so. We were gonna do that today, however, you're not allowed to camp at a certain point for like, I don't know the exact distance, but at least 15 miles. And we're at that point where if we try to go any further, we're technically not allowed to camp there. So we'll settle in. There's a decent campground along the railroad tracks, just a mile or so ahead. We'll go into town, get any supplies we need, enjoy a nice meal, and relax, charge up our things. Can't wait. This is the right-of-way trail that I was talking about earlier. So this is someone's land over here, this is someone's land over here. Now, we saw a bunch of birds lurking. We think they're just like scavenger type birds. But I'm sure you're wondering how we, the boy is kind of small. How do we exactly protect this little guy? So he'll always check on us, check back frequently when he's hiking in the woods, wherever, all the time, just make sure that we're behind. So he does that, number one. And we've seen birds frequently, like all the time on the trail. So if we really feel like there might be a threat, after he looks back, I'll call him. Tiger, come on, go by Janine. Go by Janine. And you wait, you wait. So he'll just stay, basically heel that command, and just wait until we say, go on, go on. And then he can go up ahead. So, we always got our eye out for him. Obviously we have his best interest in mind. But that's how we deal with that sort of issue if it arises. So we just made it through the farm land. I guess it turns out they have a small right-of-way, maybe like 10 feet wide, running through these people's property. So that was pretty cool, besides the fact that it's just all mud. So we were about in like 6 inches to a foot of mud. You can see the boy cleaning up a little bit. But yeah, those mountains over there, that is where we came from. We came up and over that, and then just in that general direction, just kept going through the woods. So we're finally in civilization. I mean, it's not a city yet, but it is sure beautiful. You can see the mountains out there in the distance. Day 11 here. Last night we spent our time in the town of Boiling Springs. It's a pretty great little town here. Today we're having some bad weather, or not ideal. It's gonna rain in the afternoon. I don't think it's gonna be thunderstorms or anything like that. But man, it was beautiful here yesterday. You can see how crystal clear the water is. All this water comes from an actual spring behind that tavern over there. Pretty incredible. We actually ate at that tavern. I had a cheesesteak. Jean had a smoked trout sandwich, and Tiger had a salmon BLT. Oh, and we also had fried cheese as an appetizer. Very, very good. So today the plan is to go about 14.5 miles. There's no camping from where we were last night all the way to that next point. So that's why we're going that far. It's flat terrain, like that farmland is probably gonna be something similar. We might just be going through farms potentially, and that's why there's no camping. We shall see. But yeah, we're still feeling good. The meal yesterday and whatnot really lifted our spirits. And yeah, Still doing it. It's still day 11. We just had breakfast at the Cafe 101 in Boiling Springs. Highly recommend it. They let us charge up our stuff. Just found that I can upload videos like way faster than I could before. So we're gonna go ahead and just upload everything we have today and then put that on the Instagram and send it out to whoever cares about where we are and stuff. And yeah, that's a good thing because it's been a struggle. So you can expect more from us on the YouTube side of things. Instagram, Janine's been posting like
Every day, well, every day that we've had service.
yeah, I guess service is the only issue with posting. So anytime we have service, and also like with the YouTube video, how it's actually able to go up there without taking hours. Yeah, so I guess we'll be posting hopefully in the next couple days as far as YouTube goes. But until then,